An alliance of Northwestern Ontario First Nations were in Thunder Bay this week, protesting the possible nuclear waste site in the Ignace-Wabigoon area. The Nuclear Waste Management Organization is considering that site and says First Nations will be consulted.
Because right now we don't actually have a site, right? It's all just a potential site, proposed site. So really, once we are firm that we are indeed coming to the Northwest, that's when the entire northern voice becomes all the more important.
Roughly 100 people gathered to protest, with local anti-nuclear activists joining reps and supporters of the Land Defense Alliance. The 6 First Nations opposed the idea of building a deep geological repository for nuclear waste near Ignace. They argue that inherent and treaty rights mean First Nations must give free, prior, and informed consent before any development can move ahead that would impact their lands. Ponca says the First Nations would be included in the broader outreach and education efforts. Those will take place alongside environmental and nuclear safety assessments needed if the Ignace-Wabigoon site is selected.
Is there a way that the wider community of the Northwest were opposed to this project? Could it, trump Ignace's or Wabigoon's expression of willingness? And really, that would be up to the regulators when the time comes. As I said, there's that 10-year regulatory process, and it is important to have regional support, right? This is a project that would benefit not only Ignace and Wabigoon, but would bring billions of dollars to the Northwest.
In the meantime, Ponca says the NWMO is willing to meet with the First Nations to discuss the project.